Welcome to the Thunderdome here inside Seymour High School, the site for tonight's B Conference showdown between the visiting Xavier Hawks and the host Seymour Thunder. Good Friday evening, everyone. We hope to have a real heated contest tonight, even though it's freezing outside. I'm Ricardo Arguello, hanging out as always with Brett Christopherson and bringing you those standard definition shots. Jim Rosandick, we call him Rosie. We're all part of USA Today Network Wisconsin, and happy to bring you again another top-end live stream, and this one involving a Bay Conference championship, folks, because both these teams come in. The winner of tonight's game will win the Bay Conference, Brett, and I think that's what you had in mind when you came in and circled, I guess, this on the schedule, Brett. Both these teams, well, I should say Xavier, with the win here, would win it outright, where Seymour, if they win, would get a share of the Bay Conference title.
Well, you look at the conference. First of all, two teams, Ricardo, red hot.
Yes.
I mean, the Thunder 12 straight. They've won. The Hawks 13 straight. Two of the hotter teams certainly around right now and playing their best basketball as they get ready for tournament play. But you look at the conference standings. Seymour in the Bay 10-2. Xavier 9-1. So Xavier still has a few more games to play. Xavier wins, they certainly take a pretty big leg up into winning that outright conference championship. West appear at 10-3 in the conference, so I guess a three-team race, but really I think it comes down to a two-team race when it comes to Xavier and Seymour, and Xavier with a great opportunity to really take firm command. I think if a win, correct me if I'm wrong, Ricardo, 10-1 would be, I think, clinch at least a share of the conference title, because then Seymour and West appear would have three conference losses, and I think they play a 14-game conference season. So we'll kind of see how it all plays out, but I'm looking forward to it.
I got to break out the abacus to kind of figure all this out.
That's too much for me, especially, I'm having a hard enough time trying to keep things straight as far as the schedule, because it doesn't feel like the end of the regular season should be on February 12th, but it's coming, and we got two fantastic teams, two teams that can score, two teams that can shoot, and one of the teams, Ricardo, has one of the top scorers in the state of Wisconsin. Maybe you can talk about the Seymour Thunder.
Well, let's try to get some notes in here quick, Brett. I might truncate this just a little bit as we're going through it. But Seymour comes in 18-5 overall, 10-2 in the Bay Conference. Again, we'll start with some Seymour notes. Brett will finish up with Xavier. The Thunder, winners of 12 straight, coming off a 74-38 Bay Conference win over Green Bay West. That was on Tuesday. That was in Green Bay. Mason Dorn, another big game for Seymour. He had 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. On the season, Dorn not only leads the Thunder in scoring at just under 30 points a game, 29.3, but that average is tops in the Bay Conference and ranks its 5th highest in the state in all division. He's shooting 57% overall, 36% from three-point range. We're talking about Logan Griesbach next at 11.5 points per game, shooting 49% overall, 49% from distance. His 52 triples ranks second on the team. Trayton Cornell, third in scoring at 9.1, also has a team best 58 threes. And Dorn is also Seymour's leader in rebounds at 8.1. We'll get to some of these other notes as the game progresses, Brett, but Seymour's next game, home against either Marinette or Anago next Friday in a WIA Division I regional semifinal. Tip-off set for 7. What can you tell me quickly about those Xavier Hawks?
Yeah, the Hawks 18-4 overall, 9-1 in the Bay. Hawks winners of 13 straight. Ricardo, enter tonight's contest, ranked 8th in Division II in this week's WisSports.net state coaches poll. Coming off a really gritty 61-55 non-conference victory over Kiel on Tuesday at Kiel. On the season, Alex Sherwood is the Hawks' top scorer, 17.1 points per game. That also ranks 5th, Ricardo, in the Bay. Charlie Pfefferly is next at 15.1 points per game, and he has hit a team-best 44 threes. Don't forget about the straw that stirs the drink. That's your saying. Ray Zuliger, a really nice-looking point guard, 3rd in scoring at 11.7 points. Sherwood, Xavier's leading rebounder at 10.8 per game. That leads the league. Trent Twombly is next at 6.1 boards. And Pfefferly and Zuliger are Xavier's leader in assists per game at 7.3 and 5.9 respectively. Those totals, by the way, are averages, ranked 2nd and 3rd in the conference. As a team, Xavier averaging 77 points per game and allowing just 59.9 points. Here's another key. They controlled the glass. Check out this rebounding total they hold over their opponents. 41.4 per game to 18.2. And Alex Sherwood is a big part of that, being the Bay Conference's leading rebounder. So it is imperative for Seymour to stay in this game to be able to stay with the Hawks on the glass.
Good point, Brett, and that rebounding will come up big in this game as we settle in for the national anthem.
Hey, now, Ricardo, before you take over, which is what you always do, I just want to let all the viewers out there watching on postcrescent.com, greenbaypressgazette.com, and our YouTube channel, USA Today Network Wisconsin, that we are operating on a wireless signal, a Wi-Fi signal here at the Thunderdome. So we have had, Rosie can attest to this, some crazy speed test readings, and the last one was pretty good. So knock on wood, fingers crossed, toes crossed, that the signal stays. But there could be issues tonight as far as the signal dropping, slowing down. If that happens, we apologize. We are at the mercy of technology tonight, and I'm going to say that numerous times tonight, folks. But we appreciate everybody checking us out, watching. And Ricardo, I know you have the starting five for both squads.
I do. Just being announced for Xavier, Charlie Pfefferly, a junior. Ray Zuliger, aforementioned, a senior. And then
here we go.
Isaac Shimek, a senior. Alex Sherwood, a sophomore. Then Trent Twombly.
You need a flashlight?
Senior, I might. To get ready for Seymour. The Thunderdome, they always do it up big here, Brett.
It's always good to be here, and I got to thank Ryan Spalding, the athletic director here. I met with him on Wednesday for a live stream check, setup check, especially in the era of COVID. So great to work with, and I always think it's a treat to come to Seymour. One of my many favorite stops among.
We really don't have a non-favorite.
No, stop. They're all good, and I always enjoy the trip. Seymour easy drive up from Appleton. I don't know what you took. I took County C because it's nice and clean.
Yeah,
and clear.
I took like a mixture of C and E to come up here.
Yeah, it's a nice easy drive. You can be back in Appleton in less than 20 minutes, really. So, but we thank Ryan Spalding, doing a great job. An alum, and I did not know this about him, a Seymour graduate. He played on a state tournament team under the legendary John Murphy, who now is no longer here. He retired.
He did. I did that story over the summer.
John, if you're watching, we hope that you're enjoying retirement. I ran into John over the summertime up at in Door County, of all places, at the Door County ice cream shop north of Sister Bay.
Getting ice cream again,
Me and my son were getting some ice cream, and all of a sudden, out of the woods, literally, John Murphy shows up. I don't know what was going on there, but
out of the woods, you're making him sound like he's a mountain man.
They were staying there as Xavier starts with the basketball side out. But yeah, they were just kind of hanging out at a little cottage or something, and it was right across the street. And I was just watching these two guys emerge, and all of a sudden, it's John Murphy.
Brett, real quick, the starting lineup for Seymour: Mason Dorn, Logan Griesbach, Trayton Cornell, Cade Van Handel, and even Vanden Langenberg.
There's a three attempt, and look at that. That's number 24, Evan Vanden Langenberg. So a quick 3-point bucket for the Thunder. That was a good, strong move, Ricardo, by number 25, Trent Twombly. Just couldn't finish at the rim. Had a fun game last night, Ricardo and I did. We were at Kaukauna High School for a Fond du Lac Kaukauna FVA matchup that went into overtime. And Fond du Lac with the victory in that one. It was 87-83. Hoping that this one can kind of match the fun of that one last night. Boy, a lot of threes from both sides, particularly Fond du Lac. We know Xavier can shoot. We know Seymour can shoot. And we're going to get a travel on the Hawks.
16:39 left in the first half on your Festival Foods scoreboard, Brett.
Yeah, thank you to Festival Foods for supporting local sports and being our scoreboard sponsor, our live stream sponsor. Looking forward to their involvement with the upcoming Northeast Wisconsin Sports Award show. Planning is underway for that. Ooh, Vanden Langenberg misses on that attempt. Good look from the corner. Bay Conference Championship. This isn't necessarily the championship game, but it's going to go a long way. Ooh, and they're going to get Alex Sherwood going up for the shot, but Caden Van Handel, Ricardo, is going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, Van Handel not happy with the call. First foul for Seymour. They're ahead 3-0 here. Your Festival Foods scoreboard. 16:10 left in the first half.
We've got a Sherwood 6'6" sophomore. So I'm sure head coach Matt Klarner looking forward to these next couple of seasons with Sherwood, who's already causing a ruckus in the Bay with his scoring and his rebounding. And 1 of 2 from the stripe. Loose ball goes to Seymour. 3-1 is the score as you look at our Festival Foods scoreboard. A little surprised that if Xavier's getting a top 10 ranking, Ricardo, in the coaches poll, why not the Associated Press Division II state poll? They're just on the outside looking in. What's going on there?
That's a good question, Brett. Well, but they're not supposed to be the same. I mean, if that were the same, then why even have either poll then?
Mason Dorn still.
You want it to be a little different, Brett.
For his first shot of the night. What a career he's had. The all-time Seymour leading scorer, boys and girls. Didn't Haley Oski hold that mark for the school? Now at UW Green Bay on the women's side, playing for Kevin Borseth.
Look at that. Quickly doubling over on Dorn, Brett.
Yeah, but good vision, and how about that? Caden Van Handel hitting a 3 off the assist from Dorn. So you can see Dorn, all sorts of attention by that Xavier defense, and showing good patience, good vision, and trusting his teammates to knock it down. That was Sherwood missing from the corner. Now Dorn going to bring the ball up the floor. 5th in the state in scoring, Mason Dorn.
I'll give you a theory on why I think Xavier was not included on the Division II rankings, but they did get votes. I know I put them in the top 10, but I'm guessing as Dorn pops from 3.
Oh, almost a good soft rim there.
Brett, I think it has to do something with, remember, they're a D3 team.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So it's tough. Some of the voters aren't swayed by that. Just because you're a great Division III team doesn't mean you're a top 10 Division II team. Some of the voters may feel when it comes to Xavier.
Ricardo getting a little testy because he's an AP voter.
It is.
Trent Twombly, by the way, on that basket. You see that quick pace that Xavier likes to play at. Second time we get to see Xavier this season, Ricardo. They lost to West Appear earlier in the season. We streamed that game at West Appear High School. First look at Seymour this season. And that's going to be a foul as Caden Van Handel will be going to the line. First team foul against the Hawks.
Van Handel, a wiry 6'4", Brett, but already shown.
I mean, with all due respect, he just kind of still has that little baby face.
He does.
But he is a killer out there with all the scoring.
Baby face assassin.
I'm curious to see where he ends up going to school. Mason or Charlie Pfefferly with the miss for the Hawks.
Griesbach with 3 early rebounds for Seymour.
Glad we're able to see Xavier a couple times. One of my big regrets of this season, Ricardo, was we always loved going to Torchy Clark Gym in the campus of Xavier High School, but COVID restrictions making that very difficult this season. So hopefully next year we can get back to normal, because that is a great, great venue to watch a game. Good patience offensively and very good defense by the Hawks. There's another 3. Rainbow. That was number 10, Trayton Cornell with the miss. And here come the Hawks. Zuliger, little crossover. Good vision, kicks it out. 3, good. How about that? That's number 21, Isaac Shimmick.
I'll have to double check, Brett, but I believe that Zuliger didn't start in that game against West Appear. I want to say it was another guard he came off the bench. So good to see him in the starting lineup. Of course, Xavier's starting quarterback this year, Brett, in the fall.
Yeah, heck of an athlete and a heck of a defensive effort there, just packing the paint, nowhere to go. And there's another 3. He banks it in. Shimmick with a pair of triples, a 6'1" senior.
Make a little withdrawal, Brett.
Doesn't matter as long as they go in. Everybody always gripes about a bank shot. Who cares? It went through the hoop. About 6 minutes into this game, and Mason Dorn still without. Well, he's got 1 field goal attempt, doesn't he? And how about that finish? Is that Logan Griesbach?
Yes. Twombly hits the deck, and I think he'll be called for that foul, Brett.
Yeah, that's his second foul. So Trent Twombly, that's a key member of that Hawks team, going to be sitting down with those 2 fouls. Xavier beat Seymour 71-53 back on January 5th. That was at Torchy Clark Gym in Appleton. The Hawks jumped out to a 40-24 halftime lead. Alex Sherwood went on to finish with 18 points. He had 8 rebounds. Carson Haley added 13 points for the Hawks. Reyes Zuliger, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 steals. Xavier in that game, Ricardo out-rebounded Seymour 34-15. And Zuliger trying to get inside. There's a big offensive rebound and a putback by Sherwood. His first bucket of the night.
Sherwood with 4 rebounds for Xavier as well. Very active around the glass.
Yeah, and in that win back on January 5th for the Hawks, 22 assists on 26 made field goals, so they can share the basketball really well. Charlie Pfefferly was credited with 8 assists for the Hawks. Mason Dorn was held to 14 points, the Seymour standout. Also finished with 5 rebounds and 4 assists. Trayton Cornell added 12 points for the Thunder. Logan Griesbach chipped in with 11 points. The all-time series, Xavier leads 9-3, but the Thunder swept both games last season. There's a good offensive rebound by Van Handel, and Pfefferly and Cornell battling for that loose ball. Seymour keeps it. When is Mason Dorn going to kind of take over? They're going to get a little travel call.
Brett, that's only 1 turnover for each team thus far. We're 11-16 left in the first half.
Not sure where we're going to be streaming next week's games, but it's regional and sectional time, so we will be streaming boys and girls playoff games. So follow me on Twitter at PCBrettsy to find out our next and latest live streams. By the way, I did, I'm kind of playing fortune teller. I did look ahead and do have some space reserved for a potential big regional final boys game. As, how about that finish, Charlie Pfefferly. I think you might know what I'm talking about. Could involve 2 Fox Valley Association powerhouses in a regional final, so we are set if that matchup were to happen on
a boys regional final?
Yes, that's next week, Saturday night. You're not going to be around.
I will not be, not for Saturday's game. And that one goes in and out.
Is that true, Cornell, the freshman, number 3? So we'll see. It all depends on how things are going to shape up, but we'll start streaming some playoff games next Thursday. Rosie, I'm going to let you know, thinking about a Thursday, Friday, Saturday schedule next week. So you might want to lighten up on the hours on the front end. Sherwood, good, strong take. And here comes a timeout, 30-second timeout for the Thunder. Sherwood with 5 points.
Brett, at one time, Seymour led 6-3. It's been a 12-2 run here for Xavier.
Well, calling the timeout, Seymour, and hey, Seymour coach Bobby Kukta in his first season leading the Thunder, replacing the legendary John Murphy. There he is to the left of your screen. Murph stepped down this past offseason, 33 seasons and a whole bunch of wins, didn't he? Kukta, by the way, I don't know if you knew this, Ricardo, played for Murphy. Was part of 2 state tournament teams, the 03 and 04 Division II runner-up squads. Also coached the Seymour girls for 4 seasons. So doing some good things. And as I said, both teams red hot. You know, I know we were talking about Seymour earlier in the season, kind of hanging out a little bit, a little up and a little bit down, but then they've really caught fire, and a team to be reckoned with come tournament play. We'll talk about the regional pairings too. I think both advantageous for both squads. I would be stunned if neither of these 2 teams got to the sectional round. 15-8. Hawks with the 7-point lead as we look at our Festival Foods scoreboard.
There's Dorn down low.
Double team, though, and good defense. Pfefferly with the steal, and we're going to get a foul against the Thunder.
You know, Brett, you were talking about Kukta, I'm sorry, his being on that Seymour state team. I want to believe that must have been the Division II or tournament that I covered, because I was in Fond du Lac at the time, and Ripon, I believe, made it.
Okay.
So I would have been at that tournament covering Ripon.
Evan Vanden Langenberg, number 24, knocking it away and causing that turnover. Yeah, well, if you played basketball during that stretch, good chance you were at a state tournament at some point, right? I mean, how many in a row did they make? But
yeah, exactly.
John Murphy, of course, retires with 615 coaching wins, 12 state tournament appearances, and 3 state championships. His 615 coaching wins ranks as the 4th most in state history, and I think that was Vanden Langenberg on the putback. What a career. And the crazy thing about John Murphy, he still looks like he's 25.
I know, he doesn't age.
He never aged. Sherwood, tough shot. Sherwood with 7, and Ricardo Seymour does not have an answer when it comes to Sherwood. Got to get him boxed out. But Bobby Cook's doing a really good job taking over the reins, and you know he's going to keep things going. A Seymour guy, knows all about the Seymour way. And then you got the guy on the other side. Hard to believe it's been 10 years already for Matt Klarner at Xavier. Where was time gone?
He has to have one of the higher winning percentages.
Oh, I've got notes about him. He's closing in on the legendary Torchy Clark for the most wins in program history. What a run he's had at Xavier. Taking him to really just a different level. And he's got some talent still coming through. He's got to be excited about what the future holds for his program as well. 3 ball, nice shot, Evan Vanden Langenberg. His second triple, he's got 8 points.
It's an interesting shot, Brett. It's a little bit, I want to say a set shot, but it looks a little bit like that as Sherwood's 3-point attempt goes in and out.
See, that's why Sherwood's such a matchup problem, because he can stretch the defense, step out, and hit those threes, so he can do it on the block and do it from distance. That 3-point attempt by Trayton Cornell off the mark. Loose ball, and here comes Dorn. Still looking for his first bucket of the night. Vanden Langenberg, I thought maybe he was going to stop and pop. He's wide open there. He's got all day to, maybe too much time to think about that one.
Just got to let it fly, right, Brett? That's your philosophy when it comes to shooting.
My philosophy is don't guard me. Give me a lot of space. You hear the crowd in front of us getting a little antsy. It's a big game, intense game. And another triple. That's Logan Griesbach.
Well,
he's
Brett,
got 5.
Too easy. These shots are unguarded.
Yeah, no contesting on any of those 3-point attempts, and that's just okay. I thought it was a turnover off the Hawks, but it actually went off, I think, the knee or the leg of a Seymour defender.
The Thunder bench over there is trying to sway the official, but he knows what he saw. 6:58 left here in the first half. 17-16 lead for the Hawks here at the Thunderdome.
Seymour, nice community. Turnover, that was Van Handel. Caden Van Handel, yeah.
The 5th turnover for Xavier, but I want to say 3 out of their last 4 possessions were turnovers.
I like the patience. You know, you look at, again, Mason Dorn, a great scorer, but he's not forcing the issue right now. He knows it's going to come. Just couldn't get the fall or the ball to roll there, but a good look. Boy, Zuliger so quick down the floor. And how about that 3? That's Carson Haley. Just said hi to his father, stopping by. Remember his sister Carly, a good athlete back in her day.
3-pointer no good.
That was Gunnar Wire with the miss. Ooh, nice take. Just couldn't get it to fall. It was a pretty good move again by Haley, just a sophomore. Boy, you look at that. Carson Haley giving you some good minutes, a 6'2 sophomore, and of course Sherwood, a sophomore. There's some good talent coming up for Matt Klarner's Hawks. So a foul against Xavier.
Just under 6 minutes here at in the first half. 2016 lead for Xavier.
You know, Ricardo, they call this the Thunderdome. At some point, they're going to have to name this court after John Murphy, aren't they?
Oh, they
John
have
Murphy
to.
Court. Got to happen. Make it happen, Seymour folks.
Petition it, Brett. Come on.
Make it happen when COVID is behind us and we can have a full house. And make it happen is, I think that's number 20, Gunnar Wire, going to go to the line. A 14th foul now against the Hawks. Haley picks up the foul, and Wire looking for his first points of the night, trying to cut into that 4-point lead, and that one is going to be a little strong for Wire, and second one coming up. Looking at the Hawks, Ricardo, they'll be next at it. Not till next Friday. It'll be either home. It will be home against either Ripon or Winnicott. It'll be a There's a big offensive rebound. It's going to stay with the Hawks.
Well, the fear there, Brett, and it's one that you have to be concerned with is now don't do anything goofy. All the folks have to wait till Friday because Amro. I don't know if you saw that
I saw
update.
that. They're done, right?
They're done for the season because there was a COVID. I don't know, it was a breakout, but they had to be quarantined for 14 days, and their season's over.
That's too bad, oh, wow, Zuliger. How did he get through that? And he's going to go to the line. But knock on wood again, but it's been pretty COVID-free this winter. There haven't been a whole lot of big issues, and that's a credit to everybody working hard and doing the right things. So not saying that was what happened in Amro. It's just an unfortunate circumstance. But, yeah, I mean, you just never know when one of those
and all it takes is one random thing. And so athletes have been doing it, like you said, Brett, a great job throughout all the season and contact tracing and that kind of stuff. You just don't want it to crop up now.
Exactly. And then look at what you'll be covering, wrestling. And they've been able to get through a season really relatively COVID-free. So
I agree. I'll be heading to Adams Friendship tomorrow to cover the Division II state meet.
Well, the good news, nice save by Dorn. His numbers are going down. Things are, hopefully there's a light at the end of the tunnel as Haley's going to pick up his second.
Speaking of wrestling, Xavier has Max Strand, who is one of the guys at 220, might win a state title. And then on Seymour's side, Wyatt, oh boy, I'm not sure if I pronounced his name right, it's Kozrowski. But he is a top guy in one of the lighter weights as well. So a 4-year state qualifier too is Dorn.
Just missed, but really good post-up. The coaches on the Xavier bench really saw, but look at how quickly the Hawks did. That's Shimmick. He's got 8. And a 4-point swing there. Dorn did a great job of sealing off his defender, trying to get that ball in the post. I think the defense was there maybe just in the nick of time to kind of distort that shot at the end. Ended up being a real tough look for Dorn, who still hasn't scored yet tonight. So that Xavier defense concentrating very closely on number 1 for Seymour. Big triple, Van Handel, his second. A lot of threes for the Thunder. And here comes Dorn. Smooth. Where's he? Is he going? I have not seen. And look at this. Cornell with a 3.
I believe Division III might be in his future. I'm not sure if Oshkosh.
Well, I was even thinking of a St. Norbert or something. He would really fit Gary Gresh's program nice just down the road at the pier. But I haven't seen or heard that he's going anywhere yet. But keep an eye on that as well. I would think that nice little backdoor move, and wow, what a finish by Dorn, his first bucket of the night, and just like that, the Thunder are in the lead, and the Hawks need to talk things over.
Nice reverse layup there by Dorn, Brett. Finally cracked through on the scoring column.
Makes it look so smooth and effortless, whether he's dribbling, moving without the basketball, just knows his role, which is a scorer, but also, as I said, doesn't force it. So he can be a facilitator at times as well. And you saw that great little backdoor move and the finish. So it doesn't matter where he is on the floor. He's a danger, and it doesn't matter what he's being asked to do. He's just one of the top players. Certainly, he's one of your Fab 5 guys. He's one of the top players in the state, bar none.
He can score in a myriad of ways, just an all-around offensive player in terms of hitting from the perimeter, driving to the basket, finishing, and on the offensive end also good with distribution as well. He's a complete player.
Well, I know Mark Miller, our friend, Wisconsin basketball yearbook editor, and with Sports.net basketball guru, had Dorn kind of on that next tier of Mr. Basketball candidates.
Oh, they have Sherwood with the travel. Brett, that's 6 turnovers for Xavier.
No, I don't think Dorn will win the award, but even to be mentioned as a contender is pretty impressive. Zuliger is going to pick up the foul, his first, and that's going to be the 6th team foul. So next foul will send the Thunder to the line for the bonus. And what you like how Seymour responded, they didn't panic. It looked like it was starting to kind of unravel a little bit. Xavier was doing what Xavier does, but there's going to be a turnover on the inbounds.
Yeah, they got to give Dorn a little more help, though, Brett, on the inbound passes. That 3 is good.
Pepperly with the triple. He's got 5, and a great answer by the Hawks. Nice little rivalry these two teams have developed after Xavier moved from the Northeastern, or the Eastern Valley, I guess, to the Bay Conference. On a normal night, as Dorn, tough shot, can't get it to rim in. On a normal night, normal situation, this place would be packed. But actually not a bad crowd in front of us. Everybody's doing their job, being socially distanced. You got Rosie, he's got all those orange cones set up. Stay away from us. As Sherwood, 3 short. You're not allowed to be with us or near us. Any of that stuff, right?
That's right.
Rosie refuses.
He's got the N95 mask on. He's taking all the precautions.
Final 90 seconds in what's been a fun first half. Good double team in the post. I think the Xavier fans wanted to travel.
It was a travel, Brett. That wasn't called, but...
Oh, you're an official from up here now, huh?
I saw it myself.
You're going to get an email.
I probably will. As long as they're watching, they can email me all they want.
Dorn, 3-pointer, nothing but net. And he's got 5. Didn't need much space either. Oh, good feed.
Beautiful.
Yep, great pass. Oh, wow. Sherwood just couldn't get up. Dorn got there late, but did enough to body up Sherwood.
See, that won't show up in the scorebook, but that was a heck of a pass into the interior.
You know another thing about Mason Dorn, when you watch him, he kind of makes you sleep a little bit.
Yeah, because he doesn't look like...
Well, but he's not, again, forcing the issue. He's just kind of biding his time, and all of a sudden he'll strike. And you kind of see that with that 3-pointer. You know, defender maybe played off of him just a step, and he's like, all right. 25 seconds to go, and Zuliger with the hands and the steal. I think Seymour was trying to just kind of play for that last shot, but Zuliger, he's as a gnat. And I say that in the nicest way I can say that. He would be a guy I would love to have on my team. Seymour fans thinking that Dorn is being held. And there's going to be a 10-set. Nope, there's going to be a foul on the Hawks, so that's the bonus now coming up. Getting a little testy here at the Thunderdome. And that's going to be Zuliger's second. So with 5 seconds to go, picks up a tough second foul. Matt Klarner talking to the official there on the other side, trying to plead his case. But Dorn, 1-1 coming up. And that free throw ties it up with 5 seconds to go. And just like that, Dorn 6 points already. Good spin, good rotation on that.
Great stroke on that.
Makes it look easy. Zuliger getting down there quickly. Layup and just beats the buzzer. Slices through the defense, and how about that?
Now, Seymour was just a bit too passive on defense there, Brett.
Boy, you see how fast Zuliger, he just puts his head down, plays like his hair's on fire. And a big bucket for Zuliger and the Hawks, as that's how the first half comes to a close. 31-30 Hawks with the lead as we look at our Festival Foods scoreboard. Be sure to give Ricardo a follow on Twitter. He doesn't need more followers, but
always follow me at PC Ricardo. Please do. You can follow Brett too, I suppose. I'm going to update my Twitter there. Nice play by Zuliger, Brett.
5 seconds. He did that in 5 seconds. He did it in 4 seconds, actually.
I think Seymour was thinking he was going to stop and pop or something like that. No, he took it right to the bucket.
Took it right to the rim. So while Ricardo does his thing on Twitter, a couple of plugs. Again, follow me at PC Brettsy to find out where we will be streaming next week's girls and boys regional sectional games. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. And you can access our previous Game of the Week live streams on our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. Just go to the sports section and scroll down until you see the Watch Our Varsity Game of the Week Prep live streams link. And we've got a great deal on a digital subscription to the Post-Crescent, the Green Bay Press-Gazette, or any of our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. For the next 6 months, you can get all the benefits included with a digital subscription for just $1, Ricardo. $1 stinking dollar.
One American dollar.
Please help play a vital role in supporting local journalism that you and your community can trust. Learn more details and sign up for a digital subscription at postcrescent.com, greenbaypressgazette.com, and any of our other USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. And as part of that great digital package, I don't see him here right now. He might be taking a break, but Bill Glasheen is hanging out with us tonight, our great photojournalist. He was hanging out with us last night at Kaukauna High School for the Kaukauna-Fondy game, but he'll have another great photo gallery from this one that you won't want to miss. You'll find those later tonight on postcrescent.com and greenbaypressgazette.com.
Yeah, and I hope she's listening now, because actually we were talking about Carly Haley. She actually messaged me.
Oh, yeah.
She says, listening to you and Brett way out in Santa Fe, New Mexico, the live stream.
Must be nice out there.
Yeah, my little brother Carson's a sophomore. Good times. I think that means we're getting old Hopewell as well. Now, Carly, if you're listening to me, and maybe you stepped away during halftime here, we'll talk about it again to start the third quarter. Her and her husband, they have the cutest little boy. She's a recent mother, Brett.
Wow, congratulations.
Congratulations. Yeah, and he might be the cutest little guy I've ever seen, other than my son, of course.
Or my sons.
Or your sons.
Yeah.
But cutest little guy. She has him all decked out. He's like a little GQ guy. Has the finest shoes. Dresses way better than you or I.
Well, that's not hard to do.
That's not hard to do, but cute little guy. So I hope he's having a good time. And, of course, as a little guy, he looks like he's well-fed. All the little babies.
They got to be. They got to be.
Got to be the bouncing baby boys. But I'm glad that you're doing well, Carly. And, yes, it has been a long time.
Oh, boy. New Mexico's got to be nice this time of year, right?
Oh, of course. I was just out there in January in that area in Arizona and Utah.
I love the southwest part of the state, or the United States. We've talked about that many times. My trips to Arizona, you go out there as well. And Lake Havasu is where I've been going with my wife and family. I can't, I guess, say my kids are real cute anymore. They're both adult sons now.
Oh, of course.
And one of them has his own child. I'm a grandpa now. A very young grandpa. Thank you very much. But, Carly, why don't you and your family come back to Wisconsin and enjoy this minus 30-degree wind chill weather? I'm sure you miss it.
.6:25 left here in the halftime. Brett, if you don't mind, we can talk about the Fab Five a little bit.
Go for it.
As we're heading to the postseason. We talked about Mason Dorn being on the team. Fab Five is our Fox Valley top senior basketball players to watch, put together very nicely by Jim Rosandick over there. Did a great job. If you like that intro that he did for the Game of the Week with the little Nintendo kind of thing, the old 8-bit video game kind of thing, you'd love the Fab Five showcase, because he does that kind of same thing with the individual showcases. And Mason Dorn is one of the players, along with Grant Asman of Kimberly, Parker Lawrence of Hortonville, Preston Rudinger of Oshkosh Lords, and Sam Hayes of Wrightstown. Brett, that's our Fab Five.
That's a nice five.
Yeah, Fab Five boys team. And then on the girls' side,
win some games with that five.
On the girls' side, we have Gabby Johnson, Callie Genke of Freedom, Chloe Van Zeelen of Kaukauna, Maddie Schreiber of Kimberly, and Samuel Pichka of Notre Dame. All five Division I college recruits, and all 5 1,000-point scorers for their respective careers.
You know, trying to play Nostra Christopherson here and predicting who's going to play who in the regionals or sectionals. Potential maybe sectional matchup between Freedom and Notre Dame, I believe, on the girls' side could be a fun one. And haven't got either school in yet, but would love to see Samuel Pichka of Notre Dame, and then, of course, Genke and Johnson of Freedom. Haven't had a chance to catch the Irish yet as well. So we'll see how it all plays out. It's all set up differently, of course, because the brackets aren't the normal brackets. That was always one of my favorite things to do, is kind of predict, and you could see the regional and sectionals, but the WIA right now, because of COVID, just has the regional pairings, and then they'll reseed the regional champions into a sectional bracket, and so you kind of have to wait and see how that's going to go. But again, looking at next week, Thursday, doing probably a girls' sectional semifinal. Next Friday, I think, would be a boys regional semifinal. And the next Saturday, hoping to do a doubleheader if we can make it happen, which would be a girls sectional final in the afternoon, followed by a boys regional final at night.
Oh, that would be amazing if you could pull that off, Rich.
Yeah. So, again, Rosie, I'm just talking to Rosie about that right now. And if his wife is listening, just, it's one time a year. It's one time a year you can let your husband go and let him hang out with the stream team a little bit more.
Like he does it enough.
And then, of course, we're going to go into the alternate fall season and start streaming high school football again. So I think Rosie's wife's going to hate us, but hey, that's just the way it goes. That's our job.
What do you mean it's going to start?
She already does. She already does. But yeah, you're looking, and I guess we can talk a little bit about it at halftime here. I do have the regional pairings looking at both sides. So let's start with the home team, Seymour, a number 1 seed. They don't, again, play till next Friday, where they'll play either number 4 seed Marinette or number 5 seed Anago. But look at this. On the number 2 seed is Clintonville. Number 3 is Shawano. Number 4 Marinette. Number 5 Anago. Number 6 Green Bay West. I'd like Seymour to get out of that region to get to the sectionals. I would think you would agree.
I would agree.
You look at Xavier on its side; they're the number 1 seed. Little Chute number 2 in the other half. Now Mustangs,
good.
They can be. They just took down Freedom, so
yes,
they can be a dangerous team. So don't count out the Mustangs. But number 3 Menasha, number 4 Ripon, number 5 Winneconne, number 6 Berlin. Xavier will be the favorite to get out of that into the sectionals as well. But Xavier, a little bit more of a trickier road to traverse than I think Seymour. So we'll see how it all plays out. But some of the other number 1 seeds, Ashwaubenon, Jaguar has been really hot. They've been playing some good basketball there in the FRCC. Notre Dame, number 2. Notre Dame gave Nina a pretty good battle last night. Or not last night. It was Monday night. I believe. Really pushed the second-ranked Nina Rockets until the Rockets were able to take down the Tritons. But watch out for Notre Dame. And then Denmark. They're playing good basketball in the Northeastern Conference. They've got that Donovan Short. He's only, a junior, I think, this year. He's got some offers. I know USC's offered him. So could be a very interesting sectional when if you put a Seymour and a Ashwaubenon and Denmark and a Xavier or a Little Short, however it all plays out. That's going to be a fun sectional to pay attention to.
Brett, just to remind everyone, tomorrow I'll be covering the individual state wrestling tournament in Division 2 at Adams Friendship. I'll be covering all our potential state champions. We'll have plenty of people in the finals, I'm going to guess. Wrightstown's there, Winneconne, Freedom, Luxembourg Casco, Two Rivers. We have a lot of area schools represented in terms of the G10. And we'll also have coverage of the Kaukauna wrestling tournament and the D3, which is up in Wausau. We have our reporters going to both sites. We have Jarrell Russian going to Kaukauna, and Mike Sherry, my boss, heading up to Wausau. So we're all going to try to, those finals start at 5. We're going to try to get as much coverage as we can that night, but it's going to be mostly followed up on Sunday.
Well, both teams back out on the floor. Give me an opportunity to run down the first half scoring for the Thunder. Dorn with 7, Griesbach with 5, Trayton Cornell has 3, Wire with 1, Van Handel with 6, and Vanden Langenberg with 8. And I've got Seymour with 6 3-pointers in that first half. For the Hawks, Pfefferly with 5, Haley with 3, Zuliger with 6, Shimmick with 8, including a couple triples, Sherwood with 7, Trent Twombly with 2, and looking at 3-pointers for the Hawks, it's 4. So it should be a very interesting second half coming up. And again, both teams red hot coming into this one. The Thunder winners of 12 straight, the Hawks winners of 13 straight, and again, remember, Xavier beat Seymour 71-53 back on January 5th. A little bit more competitive game this time. You can see the growth that Seymour has made in its run. So, new coach, maybe some tweaks, some new wrinkles that Coach Kukta wanted to involve, and I think it's all starting to come together.
Brett Carly Haley got back to me. Their little guy's name is Trey.
Okay.
10-month-old, and he is quite photogenic, let's just say. Good kid. Her her husband's BJ got drafted by the Packers in 2012.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I forget his last name.
Coleman, I want to say.
Yeah.
I think. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I do remember that. Maybe a future Xavier Hawk if they move back to the area.
She said they're heading back to Wisconsin in the summer. Smart move.
Yeah. Come here in the summer and head out in the wintertime. I like that. And going to quick first early foul here in the second half against the Thunder. Van Handel, his second.
Well, let's see if Seymour can get Dorn active, Brett, and have him get a couple shots here right away. As there's a little mix-up on defense, Brett, and Zuliger able to put in a basket. Here's Dorn.
Ooh, nice floater. That's number 10, Trayton Cornell.
You know, Cornell, again, he doesn't – looks can be deceiving. He plays much bigger than what he is, Brett. As Xavier now is Sherwood.
Yeah, he's going to take it. He's wide open. Look at Dorn get up there for that ball.
There's Cornell. Wanted to pop that three. Nice,
nice back door. Bannon Langenberg. And the Thunder now with the lead.
Bannon Langenberg, good family of athletes there. As Xavier with the turnover.
Yeah, Van Handel doing a great job. .6'4" senior Van Handel with those long arms knocked it down. Oh, nice anticipation by Pfefferly. He's going to go coast to coast. Up, lays it in. And a foul at the same time. Trying to see who got whistled for that. That's going to be number 24, Vanden Langenberg. He picks up his Seymour. Now a three-point opportunity for Pfefferly. Makes it count. And Pfefferly with 8.
Dorn having some problems in the 5-second call. Second turnover.
Oh, they're going to say Seymour got the timeout. The official here on this side blew the whistle. Matt Klarner can't believe it. So a quick timeout coming as the officials are going to talk things over here.
Hey, Kukto,
he's got his team over there already. He's like, hey, they gave me the timeout, and we're going to talk it over. And they haven't even started the clock yet for the timeout. So they're going to give Seymour a 30-second timeout. Yes. That's going to be the final decision.
Hey, you got to give credit. Xavier's defense is still stifling, Brett.
Yeah, playing real well. Dorn with the basketball. There comes the Thunder running its offense, or I should say running. They always get mixed up. Thunder, is it plural or singular?
Boy, that's a good question. As Cornell, three-pointer no good.
Oh, wow. How did Twombly get a little up and under, but pick finish?
Beautiful finish by Twombly.
And now Vanden Langenberg, Ricardo, picks up his third. He's going to have to take a seat. He's not happy as he plops down on the chair. And Twombly with the three-point play. So Back up to a 5-point lead for the Hawks. Again, thanks to everybody watching tonight, postcrescent.com, greenbaypressgazette.com. Xavier.
And Pfefferly with the push.
Yeah, that'll be his first. Just looking at my scorebook. Nobody in real big foul trouble for Xavier. Of course, Vanden Langenberg now with 3 for Seymour. And turnover, here come the Hawks. Look at how quickly Zuliger gets down the floor. Nice pass. Good vision. Finds Sherwood for the easy lay-in. What was the largest lead for the Hawks in the first half?
I have to check here.
It might be around what we have now, a 7-point advantage. We peek at our Festival Foods scoreboard.
Their largest lead was 6-1 early on.
Okay, another turnover. Good job. Baseline defense. Zuliger quickly down, hits it, and another timeout. Bobby Cookta wants to talk things over. Here's the big run by the Hawks. Ricardo, caused by their defense.
Yeah, I mean, this is a... To start the half, it was 31-30 Xavier, 14-4 run. Or 13-4 run.
Team is going to take a full timeout. Again, folks, be sure to check out the great deal on a digital subscription, Post Crescent, Green Bay Press Gazette, any of our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites for the next 6 months. You can get all of the benefits included with a digital subscription for just $1. Please help play a vital role in supporting local journalism that you and your community can trust. Learn more details and sign up for that digital subscription on any postcrescent.com and greenbaypressgazette.com. 10-point lead for the Hawks as we look at our Festival Foods scoreboard. And once again, thank you to Festival Foods for their sponsorship and support of local high school sports. I mentioned the first half, plans are well underway for the Northeast Wisconsin Sports Awards show. It's going to be all virtual again. It's going to take place actually in July. We wanted to, everybody wanted to do it in person, but it's just, there are too many unknowns. We're going to keep it safe and sound, and hopefully next year in 2022 we'll be back live again. But we've got a great show coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun. A very star-studded show, by the way. That's all
Absolutely.
I can say about that.
Star-studded is right.
Can't give away any more details than that. Oh, wow, great hands. Nice steal. I think Shimmick got his hands on that one and knocked it away. Seymour trying to get that ball inside, but that collapsing defense. Now we got a hot potato here. Finally, Seymour gets it back. I feel like Xavier this half, Ricardo, has really ratcheted up defensively. They're pressuring everybody, and wherever that ball is, there's not a whole lot of space to operate. Even that three-point attempt was kind of hurried because now they're contesting Zuliger. But no, Sherwood, and well, they're going to keep it with the Hawks, but Sherwood getting his long arms on that ball. But Seymour very uncomfortable right now offensively. There's nothing working for them, and that Xavier defense, and we've seen it time and time again. Really tough to contend with, and they're going to get number 23, Caden Van Handel.
They just play at such a high level, high energy level. It's hard to hard to match that. One, and then two, it's you run the risk of getting fouls like that.
So that's 4 team fouls, and now that's the third for Van Handel. Oh, wow.
Good idea. Not able to finish there as Seymour now looking to pin the way to that deficit. Now, Seymour very hot from the outside in the first half. See if they can kind of pick that up. But right now, they just got to be able to finish these possessions, Brett. 4 turnovers again in the second half to start.
Whoa.
Almost a 5th one. Seymour folks thinking there should be a foul there as Dorn gets the foul.
I was just going to say it's probably time maybe if he can to start looking for his shot a little bit more and maybe trying to take over.
Well, Xavier's making him work.
Yeah, they are. Shimmick now with 2. Little alley-oop trying to work. Dorn wanted the foul. He thought he was grabbed, and little bounce pass to Sherwood. Somehow, what are they going to do? Now they're going to give Matt Klarner a timeout.
Well, don't you have to have possession to get a time?
So a 30-second timeout, a good timeout by Matt Klarner over there at Xavier. Gives me an opportunity to kind of brag on his career. As I said in the first half, already his 10th season as Xavier's head coach. Led the Hawks to 3 straight Division III state title games. 2015 through 17, winning the state title in 2017. Remember, that was a 73-47 rout of Prescott to complete a 28-0 season.
They got past a very good Ripon.
Yeah. Klarner also guided the Hawks on a stretch of 6 straight conference titles, a streak that was finally snapped last season when Seymour won the Bay Conference Championship. Klarner's 202 coaching victories ranks second now behind only Torchy Clark's 208 wins. So they got Torchy Clark Gym. Maybe they're going to name the floor over there the Matt Klarner Court at Torchy Clark Gym. I could see that, and I know
if they win the state title, he could match him or surpass him. Correct?
Mike Bates, Kathy Bates, you might be listening in tonight. Might have to make that happen. I'm getting all these school districts some ideas about court naming.
You should be an advisor.
There's probably a cost to that as well, right? Zone defense now for the Thunder, and there's a turnover. Still plenty of time for Seymour.
Is that on Sherwood?
Not sure who they're calling that on. It's only Sherwood's first, but 3 team fouls now for Xavier.
Bucket here and makes it a 2 possession for Seymour. .15 and counting in the second half. Dorn.
Wow, how did he finish that? Dorn now with 9. And a 6-point game now, 2 possessions. So like we saw in that first half, Seymour not panicking as Zuliger. Pfefferly now, they're going to do a good job as Cal Mares with the 3. Good ball movement. Might not have been the prettiest, but the end result was nice and good patience by. That is going to be another foul, I think, on Sherwood.
So he has been whistled quickly for 2 fouls. Going to the line, shooting 2. Or Seymour. It's Griesbach.
Yeah, Grin. Look at 8 on that free throw attempt. Not too many free throw shots tonight. And Griesbach good. Hits them both. So 9 for Griesbach. Appreciate everybody checking in. Postcrescent.com, GreenBayPressGazette.com, our YouTube channel. Subscribe to that as well. Said last night, I think we're either close to or at 11,000 subscribers and growing, so it's good to see that. And good take, just couldn't get it to finish, but getting inside against that zone. Here come the Thunder. Nobody boxed out Gunnar Wire. He was there for the easy putback. He's got 3, and it's down to a 5-point game. So the Thunder slowly but surely chipping away.
Yeah, that zone has been welcome relief as Twombly able to get the bucket down.
Good reaction by Twombly. That rebound came off pretty fast on the front end. Caught it, and nobody there to contest that lay-in. So a big bucket for Trent, who's got 5 this half, 7 for the night. Woo-hoo. That's Wire, who's suddenly getting hot. He's got 5 in this half, 6 on the night.
Yeah, this team is more than Dorn. It's not a one-man team as Twombly up
just
no
overlaid
good.
it. They're getting inside against that zone, though, so they're getting some looks.
We get a one-possession game now with the bucket here for the Thunder. Way off.
Wire with the rebound. Has Dorn taken an attempt this half?
I don't have him down for one. I didn't one that was memorable either. As
that's Haley. Wow, big three. Haley with 2 triples tonight. He's got 6. Big bucket.
That was for his nephew Trey. A tray for Trey. 9:45 left in the second half. Dorn from 3.
Seymour fans wanting a foul there. Haley thought about it. Good idea. It was just good hands by Evan Van den Langenberg. Yeah. There was an opening there, but good reflexes by Van den Langenberg to cause that turnover. Deep 3. Wow. That was Logan Griesbach with the miss. Quickly down the floor, though. Look at the Hawks.
Clemens.
There's Mares again. Rainbows one. And Van den Langenberg with a big rebound. Second half, 7-point game. We look at our Festival Food scoreboard. Wire kind of feeling it a little bit.
Timeout called by Klarner.
I think he wants a 30-second timeout.
Yeah, his team's up by 7 with 8:44 left in the second half. See if I can update my Twitter on that one.
Yeah, I mentioned those 6 straight championships, those conference titles that the Hawks won under Matt Klarner. Though that included 2 in the old Eastern Valley Conference, and that was the longest such stretch in program history since the legendary Torchy Clark guided Xavier to 8 straight league championships from the 1961-62 season through 68-69. Remember Xavier last season, 19-6. The Hawks lost to Wrightstown 78-66 in a very good Division III regional semifinal that we streamed at Brilliant High School, and that's when all heck broke loose and everything started to get canceled. We were kind of looking forward to seeing how Wrightstown was going to fare against Sheboygan Falls. Yeah. Wrightstown has yet to advance to the state tournament, so fortunately COVID-19 pausing all those activities back then. And nice block by Haley. Ooh.
Oh, that looked all ball, Brett.
Yeah, I think that was against Caden Van Handel. And that's going to be his 4th, Ricardo. So 4 fouls for Van Handel as Alex Sherwood down at the line looking for his 8th point. It's going to have to wait. Check that. He's got 9 looking for his 10th point. Who hit that?
That was number 5. That was
Haley again. Mm-hmm. I had my head down, fixing the scoreboard, and just like that, turnover in a bucket. 9-point lead for the Hawks. Mason Dorn with just 9 points. Got that bucket. Nice look inside as, again, all the defense focused.
He draws the crowd.
Yep. So Dorn, as I was asking if he'd attempted a shot. He did hit an earlier bucket this half. He's got 9. But I feel like he's going to have to start taking over offensively from a scoring standpoint. 1-3-1 zone for the Thunder. Almost good hands for Sherwood, but just couldn't corral it. And another turnover. How many turnovers do you have?
6 for Xavier, but 5 have come against that 1-3-1.
Like they're going to say the ball maybe grazed the back of the backboard there as Dorn was trying to save it out of bounds. So turnover now coming against the Thunder. Again, thanks to Ryan Spalding working with us, making sure we're good to go tonight. And another turn. I think Wire, number 20, got his hands on that one, forcing it. So a little sloppy play on both sides here with under 7 minutes to go. Dorn trying to work that back door, but well defended. Wire again. Nobody there to rebound. Oh, that was just too easy for Zuliger. He kind of baited the defense there.
I agree with you, Brett. Dorn needs to take over. And I don't mean take over, and I don't think that's too much to ask for him to put it on his shoulders. But now they have very nice shooters. Don't get me wrong. Seymour is a well-balanced team, and Wire is a good player. But this is where Dorn needs to show why we consider him one of the best players in the state.
And again, Dorn with 9, but coming in averaging nearly 30 a game, 29.3. Tops in the Bay, obviously, but again, according to WisSports.net, ranks with the 5th highest scoring average in the state in all divisions. He's shooting 57% overall, 36% from three-point range. So credit though Xavier's defense, because anytime he has the ball, there's a couple guys following him, making sure that he's not going to get too comfortable. And to his credit, again, as I said, he's not forcing the issue. He's getting teammates involved. He's building up those assists. But I feel like if Seymour's going to win this game, he's going to need to go on one of those patented hot spells that we've seen.
And he can do it.
Yeah, he can. Saw him do that, I think, last year at Torchy Clark. I think we streamed the game, Seymour and Xavier. I remember thought he had upper 20s in points. I don't have my book in front of me from last year. But I feel like he kind of got hot, got on one of those stretches. That was a good game, as I recall. So Dorn going to inbound the basketball, going against that full court press. Good job by Trayton Cornell to bring it up the floor against Pfefferly. Now Dorn has it. 6.5 to play. Just can't he's had a couple of those floaters, those little mid-range pull-ups, but rolling off the rim. The rim not real kind tonight. And they're going to get a foul against Seymour. That's going to be the Thunder's 6th. Griesbach picks up his first. Wide open underneath. Defense lost him. Sherwood has 11. And I think an 11-point lead might be the largest now for Xavier.
It is.
Ooh, deep three by Dorn. Oh, just like that, Ricardo. Here he goes. Didn't need much space and didn't need to be towing the stripe. He's in range when he crosses half-court line, basically. I mean, he's got the ability to hit threes from anywhere. That's his second triple. He's got 12 on the night. Wow. Sherwood again now. A couple quick buckets. 13 on the game.
Talented sophomore. And we saw another one last night, Brad, with Dalton from Fond du Lac.
Jay Dalton.
32 points.
He might. Well, do you go, when you do your Fab Fives, do you go down to Fond du Lac? Yeah, you know, those two guys, Sherwood and Dalton, might end up being on your Fab Five as their senior years. We'll see. What did Dalton have? What, 31 last night?
32.
32?
Mm-hmm.
Dorn, ooh, a little strong off that one. Now under 5 minutes to play. You know that Xavier's going to keep coming at you. Look at Zuliger. He finds Haley from the corner. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebounding battle. Wow. They're going to get Dorn with a travel coming down with the loose ball. And it looks like Coach Kukta there wants a 30-second timeout to talk things over. So based on how I'm keeping track, I think Seymour has 2 left. A full and a 30. The Hawks with 4 timeouts. I've got them for 3 fulls and a 30. Good game tonight.
4:48 left in the second half. 10-point lead for the Hawks. And Brett, when Xavier plays their game, when they're hitting those threes, playing fast tempo, and that defense is as suffocating as it is athletically, they can match up with anybody's quick guards. That's a tough team to beat. They're in D2 this year. We'll see how that plays out, but man, oh man, we saw some pretty good D2 teams this year, Brett, with Wrightstown and Wrightstown's D3, but Freedom, as Sherwood can't get that one to fall. Dorn with the rebound. But Xavier, I think, can play. They can play with the D2 teams.
Yeah, I agree. Time will tell. We'll see. It's almost a turn. 6'2", but boy, he really got some springs in his legs to grab those rebounds. Again, the leading rebounder of this team. Nice look to Wire inside. Again, so much attention. And Dorn with some great vision. He's racking up the assists tonight. Looking at Wire, he's got 10, 9 in this half. Good job by Zuliger facing that pressure by Griesbach. And looks like, well, I was just going to say maybe they're going to be a little bit patient here, but Zuliger spin left hand. Oh, can't get it to fall.
A couple of missed opportunities there for the Hawks, Britt, but that opens things up a crack for Seymour. Get it down to a 2-possession game with a 3 here.
There's a battle. Well, we're going to say it's going to be off of Griesbach. Look at Zuliger and Griesbach diving onto the floor, but no surprise that Zuliger, Ricardo, causing that turnover. He is tough to go against. He's all over the place.
To me, Xavier makes you play at a level, at a speed and a frantic level that most teams aren't used to.
Right, not comfortable doing. As another beautiful bounce pass inside to Sherwood, who's making a living on the block. He's got 8 in the half, 15 on the night, back up to a 10-point lead for Xavier as we look at our Festival Foods scoreboard. Now is the time for the Thunder to make a big push.
It kind of reminds me of, and I'm not saying this because it's my alma mater, remember the Bruce Pearl WM teams that made to the Sweet 16? They kind of played that frenetic level that some of the other teams were not used to playing. And they got a lot of baskets in transition. They shot the ball well, but their hurried pace. Turnover at the 10th for Seymour.
Nice little scoop pass. Oh! That did not go in.
No.
But look at the... Is that Mayer? Is he going to get called for a foul? Boy, it looked like he knocked it away.
It's just fast-paced.
Jeez. Yeah, that's something you can't simulate in practice as you're trying to prepare for Xavier. There's just all 5 of those guys and all the guys on the bench. They were demanded to play that way by Matt Klarner. It's a fun system to watch. They love to get up and down the floor. And almost a turnover there. I mean, you can see jumping out to the basketball.
Yeah, I mean, even simple passes to other teammates is a chore. That has to grate on you.
Ooh, deep 3. Wow. Drayden Cornell with showing no fear on that. His second 3 of the night. He's got 8.
He can shoot the rock. When he's left open, the man can bury those. 2:44 left in the second half. 7-point game.
Is this a timeout for Seymour? I didn't see who called it.
Well, they don't have the extra on the scoreboard that shows how many timeouts are left, Brett. I did not see.
I'm going to say that was a Seymour timeout. Not sure why Xavier would burn one when you're up 7 with 2:44 to play, but see how this last 2:44 plays out. You know, even with all the turnovers and how well Xavier's played defensively, Seymour still within striking distance, just down 7. And they've got the talent, they've got the offensive firepower to go on those spurts. We kind of saw that in the first half. It was like maybe 7 quick points, a couple buckets of 3, and just like that. So they can close the deficits in a hurry.
Well, now Seymour extended. Well, it looked like they were extending the defense. They going back to a man now.
Trying to make things a little bit uncomfortable, but Zuliger very good with the ball. Now hands it to Pfefferly, back to Zuliger. And You can hear the Xavier folks wanting the foul, and that's going to be a foul, and that will be the 7th team foul now for Seymour. So bonus free throws coming for the Hawks with 2:26 to play.
Brett, this is your part of the game here. Free throws so important.
Makes it look easy.
That he does.
3 of 3 from the line tonight.
Nice save for Wire.
Good double team in the corner there or against the sideline, and another turnover. Double team and then using that boundary. Ricardo as a third defender makes it very difficult. Swat, no, knocked away. Nope, they're going to call, I think, Logan Griesbach.
Missed opportunity there for the Thunder, Brett, though.
So Mayers now at the line shooting the front end of the bonus. First trip to the free throw line, trying to put this thing away for Xavier, and misses the front end. So not capitalizing on that opportunity, but again, Xavier wins. I think that clinches no worse than a share, and Ricardo, you might want to ask Matt Clarn about that afterwards if Xavier ends up winning. And now the 7th team foul for Xavier. So Ricardo, free throws coming for Seymour.
Exactly, and we're the same thing. Got to make those throws.
Shimmick his 4th personal, and Griesbach at the line where he's 2 of 2, both 2 of 3. 2 of 2 this half. And that rims out.
1:37 left in the second half. 63-55 lead for the Hawks, looking to go up by 10. If Pepperley can bury a couple of throws here. Gets the first. Misses the second. So the Thunder. Timeout by Seymour.
Hawks are going to take
Hawks.
it.
Seymour's still in this, Brett, but it's go time now. This is where you got to pop up those threes and try to crash the boards.
Yeah. Sounds like the Seymour girls losing in a regional tonight, Ricardo. They just mentioned Anago winning that game. Still seems odd that it's February 12th and we got regional basketball going on.
Brett, get over it.
I can't. This doesn't seem right. But the condensed schedule to accommodate for the alternate fall season coming up should be interesting. Hopefully Mother Nature eases up on us a little bit here. Gets those football fields ready.
Give us a break.
I kind of have this
no, don't say it.
The suspicion that Mother Nature's gonna have some snow-covered fields when that spring football season kicks off at the end of end of March.
End of March.
Mm-hmm. Last 90 seconds in this one. Now or never for Dorn and the Thunder. Good look. And that's number 24, Vanden Langenberg. I wonder how many assists, again, that Dorn has.
Oh, there's trying to get out of his own way here, but Maris is
Whoa.
Open deep, and
that's
Seymour
stolen.
Gets the turnover.
Dorn's going to get it. Boy, great vision by Dorn. Oh, that would have been a big one. Good look for Trayden Cornell, just couldn't get it to fall. And Zuliger almost, nope. Somehow it goes down, and I think that was Cal Mayers. Helter Skelter. Woo.
46.3 seconds left, Brett. 7-point lead for Xavier.
Griesbach now, and Based on what I see, I think that's the last timeout now for the Thunder. It's a full timeout. And, yeah, I think the scorer giving the official the 0 sign now. I don't think Seymour has any more timeouts. So something to consider with 46.3 to play, but down 7, that's 3 possessions. That's a tall hill to climb. Got to hope get some steals, force some pressure defensively, and if not, that Xavier starts missing some free throws here.
Sounds like some sort of rock group. Rosie, you know who this is? White Lion, sure.
There's our guy Bill Glasheen, photojournalist. Again, he'll be, there he is. He'll be taking all of his photos that he's shot tonight and putting them together in a nice, slick photo gallery that you can find on postresident.com, greenbaypressgazette.com. Bill Glasheen, Dan Powers. Lucky to have those two guys on our staff.
Surprised they didn't play a little weight from White Lion.
And again, folks, be sure, digital subscription. I'm going to get that plug one more time. 6 months for just $1. Go to any of our sites. You can find out all about it. Beautiful bounce pass, Zuliger to Sherwood, but Sherwood misses. And here come the Thunder. 36 seconds to go, attacking the rim. It's in. Vanden Langenberg with the bucket.
Still in this one, Brett. 5 points.
Not over yet, is it?
Xavier's missing their free throws. And
so 10th team foul now. 2 free throws coming, double bonus. So a little bit more pressure, not quite what it usually is in the bonus. And Pfefferly hits the first. So that's a big one. The second one's even bigger. Make it a 3-possession game with this next free throw. Oh, wow.
Sherwood, big rebound. Came right to him.
So Vanden Langenberg picks up his 4th, and now Sherwood at the line where he's 1 of 4, make it 1 of 5. Need this second one if you're Xavier to make it a 7-point game and a 3-possession game, and that's a big one. Woo! Wow! How did he hit that? Little Steph Curry-like on that shot, as Mayers is going to get fouled by Wire.
Yeah, I mean, Dorn is upset because they let the time run. The official did not stop the clock.
Dorn now with 15 points. He has got 3 3-pointers on the evening, but with just 6.3 seconds to go, Ricardo. Going to be pretty tough unless some craziness happens here for the Thunder to pull this one out. Here's Mayers. Gets the first one to go down. He's now 1 of 2 from the stripe. This is the second, as some big face sign is now in front of us. Dorn rims out, Wires, nope, and that's how this one ends. 69-64, congratulations to the Xavier Hawks. Based on how I put things together, I think they've clinched a share of the conference championship, Ricardo.
Yeah, and I'll ask Klarner about what that means, if that is indeed the case. I agree with you, Brett.
Fun game tonight.
Yeah, both teams, Brett, and I can sum up real quick. Xavier, remember Seymour's in D1, I believe.
Nope, they're both in D2.
Oh, they're both in D2.
Yep.
Okay, Kakana, I'm thinking it went from D2 to D1. So could there be possibly a meetup again? Who knows?
Sectionals, yeah.
It could happen, Brett. And right now, Xavier seems to have Seymour's number. It's just that the pace that they play at is so hard to replicate. And right now Xavier just seems to have Seymour's number right now. Never really allowed the Thunder to get off on a big run or anything like that, Brett. So thank you. And I think the Hawks really have a shot to do something very special in the playoffs, Brett. If they can continue to play at this pace and really give teams really play their game and set the tempo and force other teams to try to keep up, it's hard to replicate.
Agree. Again, we say it's tough to practice for. And we'll see how it all plays out. I think we both feel comfortable that, well, again, Xavier a trickier road than what Seymour will have in the regionals. But who knows? Maybe these two teams will meet in the playoffs for round 3. But time will tell. So what do you got coming up after this? You got to go down there and talk to Matt Klarner and all those guys? Yep.
I'll probably talk to Klarner. Because I got to get this written up and then conserve some hours for tomorrow's long day doing some wrestling, my friend. But look for this tonight on the Roundup on postcrescent.com, and then look for my wrestling stuff tomorrow night as well and into Sunday from the Division II Adams Friendship State Tournament for individual. And I'm posting this final on my Twitter. You can follow me at PC Ricardo. Don't forget to follow Brett at PC Brettsy and Rosie at Metal Rosie.
All right, well, as you do that, I'm going to run down the scoring before we sign off. For Seymour, Dorn with 15, Griesbach with 11, Trayton Cornell with 8, Wire with 10, Van Handel with 6, and Vanden Langenberg with 14. For the Hawks, Cal Mayers with 6, Pfefferly with 10, Haley with 8, Zuliger with 14, Shimmick with 8, Sherwood with 16, and Trent Twombly with 7. For the Thunder, they finish 18-6 on the night, or on the season, and 10-3 in Bay Conference play. Maybe, Ricardo, that might be it. I think their next games are playoff games. I don't see anything on the schedule, so that might have clinched the outright conference championship for Xavier. For the Hawks, 19-4 now in the season, 10-1 in the Bay. Up next for Seymour, home against either Manitowoc or Anago next Friday. That's a Division II regional semifinal. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. And the Hawks, they're home against either Ripon or Winneconne, also next Friday. Also a Division II regional semifinal, also a 7 p.m. tip time. Not sure where we'll be next week, but we got regionals and sectionals on the boys and girls side. But give me a follow on PC Brettsy to find out our next and latest live streams. And again, you can access our previous Game of the Week live streams on our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. Just go to the sports section and scroll down until you see the Watch Our Varsity Game of the Week Prep live streams link. So for Rosie and Ricardo and the crew with USA Today Network Wisconsin, I'm Breck Christopherson signing off from the Thunderdome here at Seymour High School. Once again, the final score tonight, Xavier 69, Seymour 64. Thanks for watching, everybody.